off the
Are we
wank.
rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling. I don't think they heard.
Jesus Christ.
Good.
Way to start it.
No, you're good. It cut in right after that, dude. No one knows.
Oh, that sucks. They missed
We were talking about sewing.
sewing,
Yeah.
So,
handling
Yeah,
your own
dude.
business, taking yourself to the candy shop.
yeah. Welcome to the pod, bro.
Feels good to be on.
We got Parker in the motherfucking house.
Yep.
Yep.
What you think, dude? What have you thought about the podcast so far, dude?
Give us what you really think, because we know we got work to do.
Yeah, we do. But what?
Dude, I love it, though.
Give me things you like about it.
All of it.
Just tell me what you like.
Just starting it in general.
Do you like
that was
that?
my favorite part, dude.
I'm like, I'm clearly like the slow guy who's trying to learn from a real person.
Yeah.
Do you like that aspect of the show?
Dude, that's going to be me, too, though.
No,
Nah, man.
no, you play golf and stuff.
Yeah, you're a real person, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. If anybody doesn't know, I'm Kai's brother.
Yeah, everybody knows who you are, dude.
Everybody knows.
They went to school with you too. I mean, with us.
Because the only people, that are watching either are related to us or our friends.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
my friends or his friends.
Yeah. So
That's it, dude.
Your family's about to stop talking to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
my
yeah.
first
They got
thought.
to Parker.
I know. We're converting him.
Not our precious Parker.
I know.
He's a goner.
Yep.
No, man. I mean, the whole point of this thing is I keep going to this key phrase, curiosity and idiocy. So I want to learn stuff, but I just want people to be relaxed and fucking talk the way they would normally talk about anything.
Yeah,
So
I got you.
There's no pressure, bro. What do you know about evolution?
Things change over time.
Okay.
I know that.
Did they
It
actually...
could be anything.
Is this something that you actually learned in school? Did they teach you this where you went to school?
I don't know. Kind of more of the basics, and if they touched on that.
Yeah. Well, we've found that it's a topic that, most schools, especially in the South, just tend to avoid
Yeah, I agree, though. I agree.
because they think that it conflicts with religion.
Yeah, it's all made up.
Yeah. So,
Evolution.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially teachers can't even talk about that, religion anyway.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to.
They're not
Yeah,
supposed
But
yeah.
like mine did when
Yeah.
I was younger.
Yeah.
They like as she was teaching it, she was like shrugging it off like, but we all know that's not true
Yeah.
because we
But
we
that-
all agree.
That is insane to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the way I remember it is just my biology course just left out the word evolution. So we never, we talked about life starting at the cell. We talked about the organelles and the way things work in a cell and then move forward from there. We didn't talk about how the first cell came to be. Literally, the word evolution was scrubbed from the textbooks. But it's pretty simple. I don't know. I say it's a simple concept. It's a simple definition. And it is, there's many, many layers to it. So the simplest way to put it is, it's mutation by natural selection, or genetic change through mutation by natural selection. So you have an organism, a cell, it gets there's a random mutation, meaning something changes. It doesn't mean that it's advantageous or that it's harmful. But if it is advantageous, then that trait will continue on through its lineage. And once that trait reaches a population, not just one change is not equal evolution. That's just a mutation. Once it spreads to an entire population, that is evolution. And you're talking about incremental changes over billions of years. it's hard for people to wrap their mind around the time scale of it, but literally all life on Earth started from like single-celled organisms.
Yeah.
It's insane, man. And for every species that's alive, it only represents about 1% of the species that have ever lived. So 99% of all species have lived and died before our time. Yeah, it's insane,
It's
man.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
It's and I don't know, man. It's always been an interesting topic to me because it seems like a taboo, but it shouldn't be. You know, I mean, the Catholic Church accepts it. You know, the Pope accepts it. The sticking point is that if everything started from, you know, a single cell organism, then it's, you know, spits in the face of
God making a person.
Yeah, in 7 days.
Like, yeah, that's just,
Yeah.
we don't agree on that.
Yeah.
But maybe the whole Bible thing is just a metaphor.
Maybe so, man.
Maybe so.
Maybe so.
God made it. It took billions of years.
Yeah, it's fascinating to think about the animals that have lived, man.
Yeah. Like, why do you think unicorns aren't around anymore?
Yeah.
It's because
Anymore.
the horn made it too easy to catch them.
That's
Yeah.
it.
You know?
Well, they used to scalp them and they'd sell it for
Yeah.
for money.
So they just quit growing them,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't be so damn valuable.
But no, dude, dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
You know what I mean?
They
Wait, hang on. I want to go back real quick.
Go
too.
back, dude.
To where?
All right, so I know this may not be factual, because I know y'all like to fax it up. I don't know if you can research it or anything,
Yeah,
but
we
I actually
can.
saw a TikTok that said that somebody found a cloth of Jesus
Oh,
of
yeah.
back in the day that had a drop of blood on it or whatever. And when they went to go DNA test or whatever, he only had 24 chromosomes. And the last chromosome was the Y chromosome to make him a male. Isn't that kind of crazy, though? If
Well-
it's real, though.
Well, there's if you're talking about human beings, there's 23 pairs of chromosomes, so 46 total.
He only had 24.
Well, I don't know if that's
We got to find
Yeah, that's
what
what
you're
I said.
talking about.
I don't know if it's factual, but
Jesus, drop of blood.
yeah. It's
yeah,
possible.
see what pops up.
It's possible that they found relics of Jesus, but it
I don't
doesn't.
understand how they would found that cloth, though.
If it's in the tomb, I don't know.
That's what they said it was in the tomb.
But
There it
that-
is. There it is.
Unique blood of Jesus Christ with only 24 chromosomes. What the fuck is this? FreeChristianTeaching.tv.
yeah.
Ron Wyatt actually stated, "We tested it to make sure it was blood. Christ got 23 from his mother. He got one from his father, and it
Yeah,
was
that's
a
what
Y,
they said, dude.
which made him a male. He got it not from an earthly father, or he would have had 46 like the rest of us."
Yeah.
Sounds like the
That's
truth
crazy.
to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, brother.
That is crazy, man.
It's
Batshit.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. So, where I get off the religion train is when it tries to hijack science, and it tries to make religion a scientific thing.
Yeah. I got
Science, like the scientific method, has only been around for 500 years or so. During the Enlightenment, like in the 1600s. You know, Jesus was born the year 0, right? So we had no concept of what science was. People still stoned people for being witches back
Yeah.
then, dude. You know,
you. Time was different.
Yeah.
Everything was different.
but
Years were different.
like something like this, you also have to be aware of the sources, you know. where stuff is coming from. There's a difference between like a scientific article and then something that someone just posts, on TikTok. But anyway, it doesn't, I don't know. People think that there's an automatic contradiction between religion and science, and it doesn't have to be. A lot of people that are religious they can say science is how God did things, and we're just explaining how God does things more and more every day. That's one way to look at it. A lot of people look at it like that, and that's perfectly fine, man.
Yeah.
But
think of it as a metaphor, but not literally 24 fucking chromosomes.
right, yeah, not literally.
I mean, surely not.
Well, there's
If Google says it's real, dude.
right, then it's real.
I mean,
Always trust
that one
Google.
page
Y'all know
did.
or trust Google.
Scienceblogs.com has an article called Ron Wyatt, which is the guy who discovered the blood, colossal fraud.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so maybe you can't trust what he says.
Yeah. Well, let me give you an example. So there's a museum in Kentucky
Okay.
that has basically human beings from the Stone Age, so like cave people with dinosaurs. Didn't happen, dude. They're separated literally by 65 million years.
Yeah.
That's Flintstone shit. That's the only place that's real.
I do know what's real, though. Y'all talked about it in a different podcast episode about that pyramid or whatever, that RC car or whatever. Didn't y'all talk about that?
Talk about what?
Well,
I don't
somebody
remember an RC
also
car.
found this on TikTok because everything's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Some dude drove an RC car with a camera through one of the pyramids and found a hole that went straight through it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
when he drove the RC car down this tunnel, at the end of the tunnel, there was somebody standing there with one of those torches of fire or whatever, and the video cut out. You can't tell me that's not real, dude.
Right. It's not real.
It's not real.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah,
though.
well, dude, just the look of it, though.
Yeah.
Have they, sent cameras into those things?
It's
those tiny
illegal.
little tunnels and shit?
It's illegal, though.
I'm sure they have, but that's another
Yeah,
fabricated.
he brought his book bag and had the RC car in there.
That's fantastic.
Pretty
Yeah.
gangster. Yeah, I would
He's
love to
probably
go
going to be in prison right now.
dig underneath some shit, man. I want to get under the Sphinx.
Yeah.
I want
The
to...
what?
The Sphinx.
What is that?
So he can
It's
show
out
you.
there with the Great Pyramids of
He can show you a
Giza.
picture of it. It's like a giant cat god statue thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll know what the fuck.
The Sphinx.
The Sphinx.
I just want to dig up some gold, man, to be done with it.
That's a good idea. I can't spell Sphinx. Sphinx.
Come on,
Sapahin.
It's like
Sphinx.
Sphinxer.
That fella. You
Oh,
recognize that thing?
Yeah.
Is the whole thing undug?
Yeah. Well, I don't
It's
know.
in a lot of movies.
There's
I know
probably
that.
some shit underneath it.
Yeah, it's been like every movie.
Yeah, why would they build that? They're just in random
I don't know.
trying to cover something up, dude. Let's go find it.
Some
Well,
people.
actually, what really happened is that whole area used to be submerged by water,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
mermaids built it. This was another evolution thing. We didn't start out on land.
Oh,
We
yeah.
started in the water.
Yeah, I believe it though.
So
Mer people.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're still there.
Yeah, they're hard to find.
But yeah, they
There's
made it.
videos of mermaids too.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's like
part-
unicorns, dude.
Hell yeah,
I love it's real.
yeah. I mean,
Just because we haven't seen it.
Jesus rides a unicorn when he comes back to save us.
Mm-hmm.
Says it in Leviticus.
It does.
Or where the fuck does it? Hey, fuck, what's that name?
Come on, dude.
I know. I'll remember. Just give me a minute.
All right.
I got another TikTok story that's kind of funny.
What did
Good.
you have, dude?
Share with us, buddy.
What I saw, this kid died for 3 minutes. His heart stopped beating.
Mm-hmm.
And when he woke up, he said God was a certified forklifter. Certified. And there was a bunch of memes on it. I thought it was hilarious.
What?
He died for 3 minutes and then came back and said God was a certified forklifter.
Did you not know?
Dude, you gotta think about it. It could mean something else though.
Yeah.
What was he talking about?
God operates a forklift,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I was
He
saying.
also did.
He
die
works
for
in a
3 minutes,
warehouse.
so
He what?
he died for 3 minutes, so that could have a lot to do with it. His mind was just fried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why he died. I don't know.
Some people just want to.
Some
man.
people just die.
That was the craziest thing I ever heard, though.
Yeah.
Dude,
Most people
there's
say like they saw Jesus and they spoke to him, but he was a certified forklifter.
We've talked about this. We've
Yeah.
talked about these near-death experiences that people have.
I think whatever like earthly ties you have, whatever you think is right, which I believe in an afterlife, just a weird one.
Yeah.
I think like if you believe in Jesus and all that while you're here, initially when you die, you're gonna project what you believe. You're gonna see what you think you're gonna see.
Yeah.
But I do think that fades and it all comes back to you. But,
Well,
you know,
I used to tell
it's just
you,
what I think.
I thought that the coolest thought in the world was your dying thought.
Yeah, that is your eternity.
Your last thought is your eternity.
Yeah. So whatever you think, you're right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's kind of cool, though.
Yeah. It's an interesting idea, and
I've never even really thought about it like that.
Well, how we were probably like 19 or 20 when we were saying that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been a decade-old idea, but it was pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty profound at the time. It made me cool with death, or I thought I was at the time when I was 19 or 20, because I was like, if my last thought is
Something positive.
pure bliss and happiness, then I'm fine with that. Like that'll be how I go out of this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the lights are off.
Then the lights are on.
Yeah.
But,
I think we're here to for our souls to evolve, and I think we come back.
Hybrid monkey apes.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we
in the jungle.
I
I think
think
it's
we,
all a test, though.
Yeah.
Basically, it sums it down to a test.
Yeah.
Are you a good person or just a shitty person?
Yep.
Nah, that doesn't
It's gotta
matter.
be, dude.
You can be a piece of shit.
Yeah, you can also be a piece of shit
like,
and then come back.
What have you
As a piece of
accomplished?
shit.
Yeah.
Everybody
As the
knows you
worst
can only
person.
be a person.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Do they?
Everybody. No, not everybody.
I don't know.
But
Come back as
yeah, one medium that I trust says human soul can only be a human.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Says pets reincarnate.
As-
Even like in your lifetime.
As
I don't
other
think
pets.
they do.
Yeah. You can get another pet and be like, oh, you're just like
Yeah.
that old dog
So-and-so.
that fucking died.
You got hit by a car.
And that's because that pet is in your life for a reason.
Yeah.
That little pet spirit is there with you for
Just follows you around, man.
yeah, supposed to
Yeah.
help take care of you. I got a kitty cat that comes to me whenever I'm super depressed. She comes straight to me, man.
Yep.
Dude, she senses it.
Yeah, she's a bad motherfucker. She's cool.
She knows you, man.
She do.
I don't know, dude.
And that's evolution.
Yeah, that's evolution. That's the episode. I don't know, man. It would be really boring if I just sat here and told you the tenets of evolution, man.
I know.
I will say this. So let's walk it back. I'm gonna do this with you, Parker.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's walk it back to the beginning of the universe. Okay.
Okay.
You've heard of the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good show.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I
But
didn't even watch the show.
the age of the universe is 13.1 billion years. Okay. The age of the Earth is 4.5 billion years. So it's about a third the age of the universe. The universe that we can see today it's called the observable universe. So what's outside of that, we don't actually know. It could just be more universe that light has not yet reached.
Yeah.
Likely that's what it is.
Or it could be like the wall of the testicle that we're inside. And we're all in.
Yeah. It could be that. But that's what we, I don't know. You can't test it because we literally have no way to test anything outside of the observable universe as far as through physics or any other means. But there's a thought that there's just big bangs happening all around our universe. And there's new universes popping in and out of existence all the time.
Yeah.
But we would never know. And they do think that there may be a way that their gravitational waves could somehow reach us. And maybe if we had a sensor technologically savvy enough to pick that up, maybe we could measure that. That'd be the only way that we could do it. But we don't yet have the technology.
The technology?
The technology.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, the early universe for the first couple 100,000 years was mainly light. There wasn't a lot of matter. So it was light is photons.
Yeah.
And basically, imagine, Parker, the Big Bang. So here it is, right? The universe is condensed into the size of a marble.
Okay.
Literally. And it has the mass of the current universe in the size of a marble, which is insane. And it collapses on itself and just explodes. There's the Big Bang, and it keeps going. And at first, there's a little bit of light, maybe a tad bit of hydrogen mixed in, which hydrogen's the simplest element. So that's kind of the building blocks of all other matter. So every element on the periodic table can stem from hydrogen in a sense. So you have the building blocks of chemistry there. Over time, you get more and more space in between, but a lot of those photons and particles of matter coalesce, meaning they just kind of clump together in different areas of this expanding universe, and they become the first stars.
Yeah, I got you.
The hydrogen coalesces and keeps colliding over and over and over, and eventually has enough energy to sustain a little nuclear reactor in the sky, which is basically a star.
Yeah.
As that's happening, some of the smaller bits of matter are coalescing into planets. Basically, as a star forms, you get the other parts of the solar system as well. So the planets and moons are all kind of forming around that same time period. And eventually, that star lives its life. It explodes. It spews more and more elements into space. That's where new elements come from. So all that pressure creates the more rare elements, like diamond is an example.
Yeah.
Uranium, I don't know if that occurs naturally or if that's just a man-made element. I'm honestly not sure. Plutonium, I don't know. But, and then eventually you have planets, you have a star, you have planets that are certain distances from the star in what's called the Goldilocks zone, where it's not too hot, it's not too cold, and most of the time these planets at first are like just giant active volcanoes all over the surface. Well, through that process, all that heat can create, steam. I don't know if that's the appropriate term, but it can basically cause moisture. and then moisture can travel into the atmosphere and get trapped, or it creates an atmosphere, if that makes sense. So the moisture gets trapped in the air, creates an atmosphere over time, and then you have, man, this is going somewhere. And then you have a way to cool this molten rock, basically. It has an atmosphere. It can sort of protect it from the sun. It stabilizes the temperatures a little bit. And eventually, a few elementary chemicals come together through millions and tens of millions and hundreds of millions and billions of years to create the first cell. And then walk that forward another 500 million years and you have humans.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
That is, I butchered it, but that's my very elementary walk through the Big Bang to present day.
Word.
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
what are your questions, Matt?
Oh, none, dude.
You-
I don't know. I really don't.
It's just hard to wrap your mind around the time scale, man. And it's,
How's the magnetosphere? How does that form?
the atmosphere?
Magnetosphere? Magnetosphere?
Oh, like the magnetic field.
Yeah.
From, different elements have different levels of electromagnetism. So you get certain elements at the core, a lot of iron and other shit. Basically, the planet is a giant magnet.
I'm going to try to make a planet, man.
All right.
I think there's only one way to really understand this, and
Yeah.
we got to do an experiment.
Well, the best way to understand it is to listen to people that have a background in this area that study this stuff. And literally, man, we watch stars develop and die all the time because the sky is just an endless supply of star systems and other galaxies. And same thing with planets, man. We watch planets form. We've now seen black holes, like an image of a black hole, which you can only see it from the surrounding radiation.
And that thing you told me at your, I guess you call it your little bachelor weekend.
Yeah.
And you told me about the stars, dude.
Yeah.
When we were on the beach, that was probably I remembered it too. It was pretty cool.
Well, which
You
one
basically
was that?
said that the stars that we see are not there. You basically summed it up to that. That's what I summed it up. They're not there. We're just seeing past tense of them.
Yeah, because
That was cool, dude.
Because it's so far away, man.
yeah,
I was like 15,
Yeah.
16. I could drive, so
Yeah.
I was 16.
So it takes the light that, however far away the star is, it took the light that long to get to us. So if it's 500 light years away, that star, we're seeing an image of a star 500 years ago.
Yeah, I tried explaining that to some of my friends, and they thought I was crazy. They were like, "What? How's that even possible?" I was like, "Dude, that star's not there."
Well, if they understand that light does take time to travel,
Yeah,
Right.
then it makes sense.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you don't ever think that though. Just looking at a star, you think like,
That's
"Well,
there.
that's there right now. That's pretty cool."
This is what is fascinating. If you take a mirror, a giant fucking space mirror, and put it 70 million light years away from Earth, you would see a reflection of
The past.
the dinosaurs.
Really?
Yes. So it would.
We wouldn't see shit.
Well, yeah.
Because it's so far away.
No, we'd be dead. If we were able to do this in principle,
I still don't understand that though. That's crazy.
so light travels. So do you know what light speed is?
Yeah.
It's I guess it's considered a universal constant. So what that means is light basically travels in little photons, which it's not
Okay.
matter. You can't grab it, but it's a real thing, and it has energy, and it travels. It actually takes light about 8 minutes to reach us from the sun. So when you look at the sun, you're seeing the sun 8 minutes ago. You're seeing the moon, it's about 8 seconds. So the sun is about 10 times further away
than the moon.
From us than the moon. So think about, man, when you look into the sky, you're literally, whatever distance that star is from us, so if it's 5 light years away, it literally, here we are, here the star is. 5 years ago, the light starts.
Yeah.
And here we are, we see it, we're looking up at the sky at that star that's 5 light years away, and that's how
so you're looking at
far it is in the past.
The 5 years in the past.
It's based off how long it takes, how fast light can travel. And there's a fixed speed that light can travel, and we don't know if anything can travel faster than light. It's possible.
The speed of light in a vacuum is 186,282 miles per second.
Kai knew that off the top of his head.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kai knows shit.
Without using Google. He's like, 186,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But think about that. 186,000, is it miles per second?
Yeah.
So imagine a car going 60 miles per hour. Light travels 180. So when you turn on a light switch.
Do you know it in kilometers though?
It'd be like 300.
Oh my God.
320,000 maybe.
Close.
299,000.
Oh, okay.
299.
Okay.
792.
Okay. Yeah, 300,000. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, he's smart.
No, man, this is just these are just interesting facts.
That nobody else ever knows.
Well, no, man, this is. I think it's good to have a conception of how we got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me stop that.
What you sucking
I
out
guess
of your
I
teeth?
just believe more in the religion than the science.
Well,
because I feel like.
Well, you can do both.
I mean, science is real. Don't get me wrong, but I just think there's some parts that we just can't explain. But there are scientists that do have theories on it.
Well, there's also religious. There's religious scientists, man. The guy that that mapped the human genome is an evangelical Christian. His name is Francis Collins, and he's a super genius. I mean, so it's not. It doesn't have to. I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can know all these amazing facts, and then still think that God is behind it all. That's what I mean when I say that. Like science is observations about the universe and the world that are testable. Like you can't just say something and it's science. You have to set up an experiment. You have to have a hypothesis to test it. And if you like your hypothesis could be, if you take, I don't know, coffee and lemon water and mix them together, does it make beer? I don't know. Something weird. So if you want to test that in a scientific experiment, you would take different types of coffee, different types of lemon water, maybe, ferment them. I don't know. Maybe you could figure out a way to make alcohol out of that. It'd probably be quite difficult. But if you're successful, or regardless of whether you're successful, no matter what the results are, well, let's say you are successful. If you're able to repeat that over and over and over, and then other people can come behind you and test that same experiment and have the same outcome, then you can have what's called a scientific theory. So, I hate when people throw around the word theory.
Yeah.
Because it is not as it seems, man. A theory in science is something that has been proven over and over and over, and people have actively tried to disprove it, and they haven't been successful yet. So that's what makes, gravity is a theory. And if you want to test it, start throwing shit in the air and then measure how fast it comes down.
Yeah.
And you'll come up with about negative 9.8 meters per second squared. That's how fast shit falls.
Yeah.
But you can test it over and over, and you can try to take out wind resistance, because obviously the wind is going to affect, the way a feather falls more than it affects a bowling ball. Although if you drop it high enough, the bowling ball will still have some wind resistance, but the feather will probably take much longer to hit the ground.
Yeah.
If you drop it from 10,000 feet. But there are ways to control for air resistance or wind resistance. And technically, you take two items in a vacuum, meaning not like a vacuum cleaner, not one you clean your house with, but if you're able to suck all the air out of an environment to where there is no wind, technically, if you dropped a feather and a bowling ball, they would fall at exactly the same rate and hit the ground at exactly the same time. Kind of hard to...
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
If there's nothing to
no wind.
push back.
Air is also a fluid. So much like water is a fluid, air is a fluid. It's just much less dense, and we can breathe it. And shit doesn't grow as well in air as it does in water. Water's more conducive to life. But yeah, that's an interesting... I heard that. I forgot where I heard it. But air, if you think about it as a fluid, things still have to travel through it.
Yeah.
That's why fucking planes work. They have a turbine that, it's almost similar to the idea of a boat, but in the air.
Yeah.
You're just dealing with a lot less dense fluid. And these turbines fucking go really fast, and they're moving the air. And the wings allow the plane to stay above it, so to speak. Kind of like riding a wave.
Word.
Kind of like a boat.
The lift comes from the top of the wing, though, doesn't it?
Probably.
Like, it's not like gliding on it. It's the air passing above the wing lifts it. That's a weird thing that that shocked me when I found it out.
Yeah. I don't know if I think I have heard that. I don't know if I've really thought that through, man.
Like, if you get an air hose, a little valve, open it, and if you've got like a cylinder, you can blow the top of the cylinder and hold it in the air with just the air blowing over the top of it. It like just wraps around it.
Oh, wow.
It spins. It's cool.
I had to see it, man.
It's neat.
That's science.
That can be done, dude. We can see it. Everything's on the internet.
Yeah. But
Google never lies. Just remember that.
Yeah, Google never lies, dude. I found a lot of interesting shit.
There's actually something, Parker, this is getting really philosophical, but I think it's Stephen J. Gould, has a concept called non-overlapping magisteria, where you have religion on one side, which tells you how to live, and then you have science on the other side that tells you how things work. So it's another way of me saying that you can hold both ideas in your head at the same time.
Yeah.
But what I don't agree with is people like the museum in Kentucky that has dinosaurs with human beings, and they're selling that to people as though it's science and it's also religion. It's bullshit.
Hey, let's go knock on the door. It's bullshit.
Well, people go there.
We gotta stop.
I would love to go there
stop.
just to. It'd probably actually be a cool experience, but I'd feel so cynical. I'd be like, gee, I'd just be shaking my head at them teaching children about, basically the Flintstones.
Yeah. I mean, it's as wild as what's normal, The common belief
What do you mean?
is pretty... The belief in Christianity, that's pretty crazy anyway.
Oh, you're saying, yeah.
Like
so you're saying it's not a stretch.
the whole idea. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Well,
what I believe is fucking crazy too. Everything's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just...
But there is physical proof.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like, that definitely didn't happen.
Like, we know the geological age of the Earth based off... I mean, you can look at layers in the strata, like, just look at the Grand Canyon, and you can literally see, like, the different ages of history. You can walk down, and in different layers, you will find different fossils.
Yeah.
And the dinosaurs are way fucking down there.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I mean when I say that's the only thing that perturbs me when people try to give scientific reasoning for, religious answers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like they try to support religion through science. You don't have to do that. Just believe what you want to believe. And then
I just want to know what's going to be your last thoughts, dude.
Yeah.
Going back to what you said earlier when you're about to die, what's going to be your last thoughts?
My last thought?
You don't think of some titties or something? Some booty?
I feel like it'll probably
Where's your
scare
money
the
gonna
shit
go?
out of me. I've got kids, so like they would be my first thought if I feel myself dying, because I've thought I was going to die before, and that was
Really?
all I could fucking think about was like, dude,
your children.
they're going to be sad.
I've had
Damn
two near-death experiences, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like one time when I think I was in elementary school. I had a bus wreck. I got hit by an 18-wheeler.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
What happened?
Yep. He got
When I was going, can I say the school? Or no? I'll just say I was in school riding the bus home. And one of our kids lived on the highway. And we came to a complete stop, and an 18-wheeler hit the back of our bus going 60 or 65. And we all made it.
Well, that's good.
And my parents wanted to go to Kroger after I got out of the bus. I was the first one out of the bus. I was panicking. I was like, I got to get out of this bus. And it crushed like the back 3 rows of seats, and luckily nobody was in the back of the bus.
That's insane.
Or they would have died.
Holy shit.
Were
Yeah,
a lot
dude.
of people already off the bus because it had unloaded, or what?
Yeah, I'd say it's about half full
Okay.
though. But luckily we were all up front.
Or was it half empty?
Half empty, dude. Who knows? Half empty.
Yeah,
But I was in the front of the bus talking to some girl, and I was like, my body was in the middle of the row. And I had this stupid flat bill that had it was like pink and green that had Superman on there.
Nice.
Tight.
And after the bus wreck, my hat was in the back of the bus. And I was in the front. That was crazy.
Shit.
I remember I remember everything about it. Like when we got hit, my bus driver, she was a lady. She was trying to steer the bus because it boosted us forward. And we went into the median, and she swerved it, missed another 18-wheeler. That
my
would have killed
God.
us.
Yeah.
That would have killed us.
Dude, that is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A good near death. Jesus, you were standing up on a school bus.
Yeah.
And then one time I had a concussion trying to be a professional BMX rider.
Oh yeah, dude. He used
and
to.
face planted on the asphalt. And I woke up in my house saying, where am I at? Or what happened? What
Man.
happened?
And he broke his
Yeah, I broke my collarbone.
clavicle. Yeah.
Doing BMX. It wasn't for me, dude. I wanted it to, but I was just a small, skinny.
He was a really
I was
good
weak.
BMXer. He would go over ramps and shit. You're legit, dude.
Dude, yeah, I could jump up. I could do a bunny hop, and
Boss spin.
I could do a bar spin, back a tail whip 180, do a 1080 in the air. Dude, that was crazy.
1080.
Yeah.
I could do a wheelie. That's about it.
That's what's
And
up.
bunny hops.
Couldn't you grind?
I couldn't do any of that.
Oh,
That's like a real professional stuff. I couldn't do any of that. I could bunny hop and pop a wheelie, dude.
I thought you could.
And jump up. Dude, a 1080 has only been done. That's like 4 spins in the air, dude. There's only been a couple people pull that off in competition.
I was thinking of a 180.
Right.
A
Turn around.
1080.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look behind you.
Oh, I did learn a cool trick though. I busted my knee probably 20 times trying to learn it. You basically just you go real slow cruising, and then you ride up a tree, come down it, backpedal, and do a 180.
Cool.
Nice.
I got to
I mean, it's not as cool as it would sound, but I did learn it, I guess.
Dude.
I didn't master it, but I
It
learned
sounds
it.
like something I could definitely not do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be cool to me.
Yeah. I used to practice that every day.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty awesome skateboarder.
I couldn't get into skateboarding, dude. Couldn't do it.
I've bounced my brain off the asphalt several
Yeah.
times doing that.
I remember Kai
yeah.
when he broke his. Didn't you break your leg or foot one time? You got screws in your ankle, don't you?
Yeah, in my left ankle.
Yeah, I remember Kai. You had a cast on, and back in our mobile home that we used to live in, we had
Dude, how do you remember that? Do you know how old I was when that happened?
14.
13.
I just guessed. I remember the long hair
14.
you had, dude.
So you were like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we grew up in different times though,
Yeah.
because Kyle was way older than me. I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know anything. I don't even remember talking to him that much.
I know,
To
dude.
be honest, I don't remember talking to Kai, and we lived together. I couldn't go in his room. I couldn't touch his shoes. Couldn't jump on his bed. I remember playing a couple video games. That was about it. But he was on a skateboard though, in the gravel and rocks.
That's not how I broke it, though.
No, I know it was after the fact. You were on crutches, just still sitting on that skateboard.
Really?
Yeah, or standing on it. I didn't mean to say
Yeah,
sit.
I was just crazy, man. Yeah, we really were.
We grew up in different times. I tell you that.
generational gap.
Oh, dude.
I remember getting in trouble by Kyle all the time.
Really?
How did I? How,
Moving his shit.
You remember when we moved into our other house and plantation or whatever, and then you had your shoes because you're OCD and I'm not OCD, not as much as you are. And he had these blue, I don't know if they were Nike slides, but you wore them all the time, and I moved them, and then moved them back to where I thought they were, and you're like, dude, get out of my room. I was like, how did you know?
Don't ever touch my
I
shit.
swear I put them back in the same order they were, and he's like, don't touch my shoes again.
That's my shit.
touch anything in my room ever.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I was. I don't know, man. I think of myself as
Kyle was like, fuck this.
difficult now,
little
but
brother, dude.
I think I was more uptight then.
I got a question for you, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you were weird about, like, dude, he kept a nice layer of dust on shit so that he could keep shit in the same spot.
I got a question for you, though. Why
Yeah.
didn't you pick me up from elementary school when you were driving the Volvo? Why did you? I watched you every day just drive home. Why didn't you come get me out of my bus order? My bus line.
I was gonna say, didn't they do it at different times?
But when I was outside trying to load the bus, I would watch the black Volvo just go home.
Yeah, but that's not when car riders.
But then again, at that
I don't know
age,
how
I
that
was
works.
like, look, there's my big brother.
Yeah.
I never thought of why didn't he pick me up?
There he goes to where I'm headed.
Yeah, like 10 minutes before me.
Yeah.
You know how many times I left that school dying of thirst on that bus?
No, man.
I just remember riding home when it was 90 degrees.
Dude, I wanted you to have your childhood experience.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to steal that from you.
Yeah, we'll just say that.
Where
I didn't know how cruel it was until I grew up. I was like, dude, my brother left me every day.
Wow, really was just a selfish bastard. And I never.
well, well, what?
Driving the Volvo, dude.
Well, let's go back to what you had going on in your life then, man.
I don't know.
Not a
Like,
lot.
did you have a job?
Only you and a couple people know.
You had a job.
Oh, there were a couple things. So
Yeah, let's hear these excuses.
Yeah, let's hear 'em.
at one time, I worked at Mazio's.
I do remember that, but I don't ever remember you leaving and coming back from work.
I guess it depends on that year. So my junior year,
I remember seeing you there once. You were in the back whipping up some stuff.
yeah, I was
'Cause you were-
I was whipping it up, man.
Eating
we
toppings.
were eating the food though that you
I
were-
was eating the food.
would
too.
never died either. I thought that was pretty cool.
That I'd never died.
No, that I never died like food poisoning or anything like that. Like you
Yeah.
were whipping it up.
Yeah, I never.
That was crazy.
I never wanted to kill y'all. But
Not us.
now, so my junior year, I didn't play football.
Really,
Yeah, I quit my junior year because I wanted to focus on drill team.
I do remember going to a bunch of those traveling
Yeah.
and Maggie.
Yeah,
That shit was tight.
it was so fun, man.
I still spin shit.
But I mean, my senior year, part of it. So I injured myself. I went to physical therapy for part of it. Part of it, I worked at Ramey's at the grocery store, so I would go there.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
So honestly, there probably were times where I could have easily picked you up, But it was lame, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it. Because I've had friends in high school too that have been like, I got to go pick my little brother up, and they're like dreading it. I'm like, I know the pain that those kids are. I know the pain those kids are feeling. Though.
Oh man, that's so funny. He just watch every day.
And I did mess up the cycle though. Like I just fucked it all up with school.
How'd you do that?
Because when you were a senior in high school, Maggie was a freshman.
Yeah.
Maggie was a senior, and where was I? I was at Fast Track in Brandon.
Well.
No. I was a grade behind. I was in sixth. No, I was at Fast Track in Brandon.
You ended up finishing 4
Because Maggie told me, and I felt like a complete idiot.
No, you ended up finishing 5 years after Maggie. She finished 5 years after me.
But I never got the tradition of my big sister's a senior and I'm a freshman at the same high school though. Like I wanted that.
She wasn't a freshman, dude. She was in the 7th grade when I was a senior.
I know, but that's still at the big.
Yeah.
That's still at the big school though.
Yeah. We're at the big school together.
Yeah, y'all are at the big school, dude. There's so much crap I used to think about. Like I used to think like 6th grade when I was in 4th. Like that's a big deal. Like those are big kids.
Those are adults right there.
Yeah. Little did I know that ain't shit.
Yeah, they were doofuses too.
Even a senior in high school isn't nothing.
Yeah.
Wait until you get to be a senior or a junior in college.
Yeah.
Then you're something.
When no, you're still shit.
That's crazy.
I skipped all those grades, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt just said,
Yeah, dude.
forget it, man.
I went straight to retirement.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that is funny.
Dang, dude,
'cause
you made me spit on myself.
You're good, man.
It's cool
You
because
want some of it? You
uh,
can have some.
I used to get my older friends to give me rides like that were grades ahead of me, but they were only a few years older.
Yeah,
Like
but
Daniel Scott
Oh, really?
used to pick
he
me
used
up.
to give you a ride?
Dude, and we used to speed.
yeah, I bet y'all had a fun time. Didn't
Yeah,
you?
and he introduced
And I was going
me to music.
35 on a 18-wheeler almost, a bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I rode the bus
Yeah,
until I dropped out.
We all rode the bus, man.
You dropped out of high school?
Yeah.
I sure did, man.
Yep.
I sure did.
I should have done that.
Yeah, you should have, man. Then you could be like me.
Yeah. Living my best life.
Hell yeah.
dude,
have
no.
your mom
I
as
will.
a roommate.
What was the crazy... I want to ask y'all a question, though. What was the craziest thing y'all have ever seen on a bus?
Seen on the bus?
Because I have something that not even my sister knows. And we rode the bus together when we lived
I'm
in
sure
that
I've
trailer.
seen some pretty sexual stuff.
Yeah, a lot of sexual shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever...
You participated?
No. I've heard some stories, but I actually saw my first pair of boobs on a bus.
Oh, nice.
And this girl, she was in Maggie's grade, and I don't think I ever told Maggie, but I just happened to be sitting on the row right next to her, and she like bent over to pick up a pencil. That's what I don't know what she did, but
She was just
I
trying
just
to show
called,
you her titties, man.
like I was looking at her, and she bent down, and I don't know, I saw them, and I was like,
Saw the mountaintop.
What was she wearing, man?
I don't know. She didn't have a bra on. She was like younger than me, she was older than me, but she was young for a girl.
Okay. Yeah.
She was young for a girl.
We're all
Yeah.
pedophiles now, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
it. He was a child. She was older than him.
Even
Yeah.
That was a boob.
I was probably in like, I don't know, like 2nd grade or something.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, okay.
So
And
she,
was
was
probably in,
5 years older than you?
Probably so.
So 7th grade?
Yeah. I mean, I never think about that, but since we were talking about
I hope not.
no, it's kind of gross.
That's my favorite memory.
Yeah, back in the day, guys.
I got an interesting
little
one.
Back
Comb
in
just starting to
06.
form.
Do you remember, I won't use names, but
Dude, I kind of got to pee, though.
do you remember
We pee your pants, bro.
I was in we're
up.
about to wrap this segment, brother, but
Okay.
we were on the bus at the same time at this time, so I was not yet driving. So I was 13 or 14 and I was tutoring someone.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And
I never heard this.
well,
I
you
know.
were there.
You were too young.
Yeah.
Too young to know, bro.
You were
Yeah.
there. We got off the bus. You went in the living room and started watching Scooby Doo.
Oh, I think I've heard this story.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
I don't
But,
remember it, though. I remember parts. Not
but
all.
I
I
started.
only remember her name was...
No, I don't know that.
And then I started tutoring her, and then we pulled out a blanket and got on the floor together, and
Dude, what a stud, dude.
then Guy came home.
Yeah, dude.
Wash the fucking dishes, God.
And he immediately, like...
Did you not hear him pull up, though?
No, I just heard him, like
Open the door.
open the door
Yeah.
forcefully, like, because he was just mad all the time.
Mad at life. Mad at life.
And he opened the door. What are you doing on the ground? Get at the table. And
What's your dick hard?
Dude, he was a buzzkill, dude. He killed your...
yeah,
Could
that
have been your first
Dude,
or whatever.
Yeah, it would
How
have.
old were you?
Yeah, 13, 14.
Jesus,
I
dude,
was
you-
quite young.
Yeah,
Dude,
you'd
that
have been
one would've been
legendary at our school.
It probably changed the trajectory of my life.
That's
And
Kai Henson.
It did.
And it
probably
was
for the better.
Probably for the better. My best times are ahead of me. I'll just say that. And anyway, and he went in the other room to check on you to make sure you were okay, because obviously I wasn't fucking paying attention to you. Yeah, I knew you were watching Scooby Doo. You were cool. And,
Glad I could have been cool
and
for
when
you.
he came back in, she was flashing me. And
Damn.
she saw, like, I guess him
That
walking
was
up.
that was your first pair of boots?
Sure. Yeah, I guess so.
Damn.
I guess in person, yes. And then she immediately put her stuff down. And then Guy asked me afterwards, and we're like 13 or 14. He's like, does that girl have a reputation? I was like 13. I'm like, what are you talking about, man?
Probably not, dude. You think? At 13, 12 or something like that?
I don't know if she did at that point. Yeah.
Nah.
No, I don't.
I mean, I don't
I'm
believe
happy
she
for you,
did.
though, dude. I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Well, it was just funny because, like, when I think through that memory, I know that you're just on the other side of the house watching
Yeah, not
Scooby-Doo.
having a fucking clue of what's going on. That's crazy, though.
But it probably...
I wish you would have let me know, like, dude, this girl just showed me her boobs.
Yeah,
bro. I'd be like, what are boobs?
Yeah, you didn't care at all,
I've
dude.
been
If
dude.
I was...
You're like, growth.
Dude, you would have been nothing. How... You were probably...
I just wish you would have taught me some stuff, though.
How were you even there?
It would
Parker,
have been
just
about
think about-
evolution and
Parker,
shit.
you gotta...
I would probably change.
It wouldn't
though.
have been about evolution. I was ignorant. I'm still ignorant, but I knew nothing then, dude. But think about this, man. Like, I don't.
Oh my god,
my brain.
dude. I was like 4.
Yeah,
or 3.
My brain was so. You're probably 4, but I was in junior high. I was either 13 or it might have been the 7th grade. I remember taking a computer class with her, and that's kind of how we.
Oh, dude, I was 4 then.
Linked
I had
up.
to be 4 because
Yeah.
I don't remember that house until I was 4.
Yeah.
3 and 2.
Well,
and
that's
1
when we
are
moved
gone.
there. This is like the year or two after we moved there to the mobile home. But yeah, you got to think about where my brain was, dude. I was I don't know. I was an OCD kid. I was
I just wish that we would have never went to that school.
well,
We should have went to a bigger school, dude. I'm glad I got out and went to a 6A.
I was super happy for you, man, because I knew all the opportunities that it
Yeah.
opened up.
I just wish I would have started there. Like
But-
where I started was at the bottom of the bottom.
Yeah,
Bottom of the barrel,
and we
dude.
stayed. At
I
the
dropped
bottom.
out from the bottom, bro.
He was all right. At
You
the
might have
bottom.
liked it, dude, if you would have went to a 6A though.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
There's
Maybe
dude,
so.
Would
there's
you have-
always
do you-
something to do in
Do
a
you
6A
think you would
school.
have done better or worse at a 6A? It would have been different, though.
Better.
I think you would have done better. I think
I
you
think.
you would have had more opportunities.
Well, I think like
There's like
better
1,000
teachers.
new faces too.
The teachers were involved in like
Yeah.
drama, and
You
that's
got-
that's what
Yeah.
ended up doing it for me.
You would have found better friends.
You
too.
got to think about it too.
True,
Like,
true.
the school that y'all graduated and I grew up in, everybody knew each other's parents. Like, and when I went to a 6A school, nobody knew
Yeah.
anybody's
Yeah.
parents. Like, that was the greatest thing.
Well, you got to think about this.
Except for, like, best friends and stuff. But
for me and Matt, dude. Me and Matt. Was Carthage a big school or no?
Bigger than McLaurin.
Bigger than McLaurin. I
Yeah.
went to Pearl. Matt was at McLaurin. I mean, at Carthage. We came to McLaurin the same year. We both came there in the 7th grade when we were 13, and we had our first class together, like homeroom or whatever.
Yeah.
dang, I forgot about homerooms.
Yeah. But for me, it was like a restart to my life.
It was for me too.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Dude, I was a fucking loser in Carthage.
It
It worked out though. I should have stuck with that.
I was probably, I've always had this self-isolating thing. I was probably more a loser in my mind than I was in reality, but I still felt like a fucking loser. So it was just, it was incredible for me to move to a new school and start over and meet new friends.
Yeah.
And we've kept it going for, dude, I've known you for, over half my life now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we were 12, dude.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, we were 12.
We were 12.
In that first class, we were 12.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So we're going on, like, next year will be 20 years. Yeah.
What are you going to do for that?
We're going to film Drunk and Afraid.
Yeah. Yeah. Get Trey in on it. Get everybody in on it.
All right.
There, I'll
dude.
be with y'all.
Drunk and Afraid would be, I don't know. That's a scary
Well,
idea.
we got to put some rules on that. Like, let's not go to the extreme of, like, going in the hood of Jackson or something and getting drunk. Let's calm it down a little bit.
Matt is a big fan of New Orleans, so
Yeah, I played that game in New Orleans.
I wish I could have been with y'all, dude.
I wish somebody would have been with me.
One
man.
How old was I when y'all did that? Like, when was that?
you would have been.
I couldn't drive, though, could I?
You would have been like in junior high, brother.
See.
We were like young
When
20s,
was that, dude?
like mid 25, 24.
I couldn't drive then. I was probably
It was before
I
I
think
went
it
to
was
PA
like
school. It was
24.
after I joined the military, so maybe I was 25.
And I was
25
15.
Feels about right.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you would have been barely able to drive. But let's do this, dude. I wanna tell you that story,
Yeah.
but we're gonna save it for next episode
All right.
on.
The Omnipresent Adolescent podcast.
We don't know what we're doing.
With us.
All right, dude. Yeah, we're gonna wrap there, man. These are getting shorter every week. We love you guys, and we'll be back in the near future.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Bye for life.